enough people. And he can say to them, you know, these doctors are not going to join the exchange unless you do something like this. So you also have to have doctors joining up. So that, you know, there are ways to get to this problem and to try to spearhead them. And yeah, and anyone can make a bill up, and you can get your legislators to put bills in, and you know, you can try to go that path also. So there are a lot of different ways that we can do this, and if there's enough interest, then the county can get involved with you.
My greatest fear is that physicians as a group in general are almost forced to join things that they know are not going to help them in any way, shape, or form. The person over there who said, I can't think of one reason to join the exchange, okay? I thought of the reason to join the exchange, and I'm like really anti-exchange, okay? But I thought of a reason why I may have to join it for more than one reason, actually. I have a small medical practice. I provide health insurance. I have under 50 employees. I'm really not going to, you know, I'm not going to get any penalties at all. But I'm up for renewal right now with our health insurance for our group. And because of all that's happening right now and the uncertainty for the commercial insurances, the rates have skyrocketed even more than they have in the past. So I'm looking at 30% increase in my health care premiums for my group. I am not going to be able to absorb that, and they are not going to be able to absorb a higher deductible. So I am probably going to put my group on the exchange just for survival of my practice. Okay?
But you're talking about it from the consumer perspective.
Yes.
I'm talking about it as a
physician.
practitioner.
Right, but as a physician, my fear is if you look at that piece, I'm not going to be the only one doing that. So if you don't play in that playground, you are not going to be able to keep your doors open, because more people, I think, are going to jump ship, and they're going to be forced to be part of the exchange. There will be no way a private practice can even exist, okay, as an entity. You're going to have to become part of a much larger entity, the community homes, whatever they want to call them, in order to survive. I think we're going to be literally forced into the exchange if you want to be able to provide medical services, because I think everyone's going to be forced to jump on board. I don't want to do it, but I have no choice. I have no option. I don't think it's going to be optimal health care. I think it's either I give no health care.
Then you're going to be forced
right
to take much lower reimbursement.
Exactly. But
Because
you know,
once you go into the exchanges, they're going to say, look, if you can treat this segment and this group of people for this amount of money, guess what? You can forget your commercial contracts. They're going to be gone.
You're 100% right, but the problem rests with the physicians, okay? Because physicians, if you do anything together, it's called collusion, okay? Physicians have no rights as a group, and they're also fearful to come together as a group to make this change. The only way we're not going to be forced into this is if physicians decide they are not going to play as a group, and I think that's collusion,
So,
isn't it?
well, it is, and you have to think out of the box a little bit, and you have to think about ways that you might want to get around the Sherman antitrust laws and all the laws that, you know, keep us from coming together and making decisions.
Exactly.
And we're in the process of doing that, and if other people have ideas on how we can get around this problem, I think, you know, we should bring it forward. And you know, there are a lot of physicians that are employed by hospitals. There are a lot of physicians that are in big groups, and that might give them more power. It might give them the advantage of being able to negotiate different deals, even with the exchange groups and with all of their contracts. The problem